It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
It's working? Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Car Con Carne. My name is Gillian McGhee. I'm guest hosting tonight. I'm very excited to have Bad Cop on the show. But first, oh, hi Matthew, cute doggo. First, we have a word from our sponsors. So, as business owners open back up to serve their communities, they're faced with a lot of challenges as they navigate the new normal brought on by the coronavirus. CNH Financial Services is here to help. CNH offers a variety of products that range from traditional merchant accounts to a zero-cost payment processing solution, which eliminates the expense associated with accepting Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, all of those as a form of customer payment. To learn more, contact CNH Financial Services at 855-600-2437 or visit chfs.us. Capitalism. All right. So, my name is Gillian, like I said. You may know me. James and I were actually co-workers back in my radio days. I learned a lot from him. And my old band Turn Spit, along with Hi Ho, my kind of solo project that's turning into a full band project, has been on Car Con Carne before. So it's very exciting and fun and full circle to come on and do a hosting gig. And I'm super excited that I get to interview some of my favorite ladies, Bad Cop. So, so I'll have each of you introduce yourself, say what you do in the band, and then, if you're drinking a fun beverage or if you've got a little spread or something, you can talk about that.
Who's first?
I'll go. I'm Jenny. I play guitar and I sing. I am drinking a Corona because it's on sale everywhere. And then I also am eating a cupcake that I made because I'm visiting my family, and you can judge me if you want to, but it was like everyone's birthday. So this was, I made cupcakes and a cake so people could blow out candles without spitting all over the cake.
Infecting everyone.
Yeah, so this is a leftover. Smart. Rainbow cupcake. Yeah. Okay.
Woo, woo, woo.
I'll go. I'm Stacy. I'm drinking a Modelo. I'm hanging out with the chickens and Matthew. I don't have a snack.
That's okay. It's all good.
I'm Lynn. I play bass and sing. I am drinking a White Claw Mosa.
Hell yeah.
Disappearing into the depths of the bar. I'm going to change this. Hang on a second.
Move to the White Claw bar.
All right. I'm back at home now.
That was fast.
Yeah. That was a quick drive home. I'm drinking a raspberry White Claw with some grapefruit juice.
Ooh.
And I'm eating tortilla chips and salsa.
Beautiful.
Hey.
All right.
Hey. Last but not least,
over here.
I'm drinking a pineapple Truly because it's truly delicious. It's truly outrageous.
More messages from our sponsors. Yeah,
I know.
And I'm not eating a snack now. I ate one earlier, so I'm eating these Starburst gummy bursts. They're really fucking good, guys.
You're like tropical as fuck. My God.
Yeah, they're liquid-filled gummies. So if you haven't,
explosion, like Gushers almost.
Anyways.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, and I play drums. I'm sorry. I play drums in the band.
I forgot. I play guitar and sing.
Oh, oops, I left that out.
Yeah.
I hit things. So, I hit things. So, anyways.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay. So thank you for all being here. I want to first say that I love you all. Second of all, the
Likewise.
new record that you just put out, The Ride, I want to spend a little time talking about that. As someone who knows you guys, I was so proud and excited, and I thought that the songwriting was just so elevated. It wasn't just a traditional like hard and fast punk record, which especially being on Fat Wreck as a label, you know, I think you guys are really pushing what it means to be on that label, which is awesome in a lot of ways. And yeah, it was a bunch of different sounds. The dynamics were really, really good. I thought the songs were able to like stay interesting, and you had a ton of songs that were super short, because like you didn't feel the need to drag them out for 4 minutes, you know, and trimming the fat a little bit, you know. So I don't know. I love it. And I think the themes that are explored are really awesome, but I want to let you guys talk a little bit more about that. So as like a general like framework question, what do you think sets The Ride apart from the rest of your catalog? And Jenny, you can start if you want, or whoever's ready.
Well, we did everything differently. Pretty much. We took a really long time, and it wasn't like a concentrated, really, at times it felt unfocused, but it wasn't. We took over a year to work on this, and, you know, we really had a lot of conversations about what we're saying and what we want to say and what is worth putting into this next like capsule that we're going to release into the world. And like, so there was a lot of like introspection and consideration, and we worked with Fat Mike and Johnny from Johnny Carey, the Decomposers. We were like really closely. It's their record, I think, almost as much as it is ours. And I know I was I was like, I want to make different songs that are not so expected as far as like formula, timing, beats per minute. And I feel like I felt heard this time on that. And I agree, like we should have waited probably until this album to do weirder stuff, because we did need to establish who we are and what we sound like before now. And yeah. Pass.
Yeah, we spent, Jenny and I spent nights over at Johnny's place and woke up in the morning and kept working, and we all worked really hard on it together too. I mean, from all of it. When we were listening to different things too, Jenny and guys, weren't we? We were listening to like a lot of Fleetwood Mac at the time. We were listening to like, we wanted to do some different stuff.
Yeah.
And with Vagabondies had some spill off too, getting to be a little freer, let us be freer. We didn't want to just make the same record again. We wanted to grow, and we wanted to write better songs. I think we wanted good songs, you know, that we worked on and we were really proud of, you know, not that the rest of the albums we made weren't that way. It's just completely different. And getting to take our time and getting to really flesh the songs out lyrically, you know, like even at the last minute, getting to change one line in a song, you know, instead of being stuck with it. It's like, we got to make that that record people make in the 70s, you know what I mean? Like that we really are in it, you know. It wasn't like fast and cookie cutter. It was hard.
Fast.
Yeah, and dark.
Yeah, we took our time with it this round. So compared to our other albums, we kind of I think we rushed the process a little bit more. So this time we had a little more time to keep working on each individual song and
until it was right.
Yeah, until it was right, basically.
Like, even at the end there, Fat Mike was like, sorry guys, we need a couple more days. These harmonies can be better, and they're going to be better. They have to be. So we got the opportunity to even fix that. which, you know, a lot of people don't get to do. So
No, we didn't get to do that on our last album. So, you know, once we did stuff, we were kind of like, okay, that's it. Like we don't want to keep working and tweaking on these, but it was a little bit different on this one where we did have the opportunity to do that a lot more than ever. So we did though, right?
Yeah, it was nice to be, it was like refreshing to be able to like do this at a pace where it didn't seem rushed, you know?
Right.
Like it wasn't like Warriors was a bad album or anything like that,
No.
but
fantastic album.
so much
Defining.
Yeah.
this one was so much more. I think everybody we put everything into all of our products, of course, but it was just we were able to branch off into like on a different road, on a different ride. We were it was nice. It was nice to be able to like, okay, keep working at it until we were absolutely satisfied with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you just got to be a little bit more intentional and mindful with everything, which is awesome.
Yeah. The songs too, Johnny, like, let us do what we needed to do, you know, kind of let us do what we wanted to do and led us in a really good direction, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like too, and just like as a musician, Myra in particular, I thought the drums like throughout are so interesting. Like every decision felt really conscious, you know, because I think also because I don't play, you know, the drums at all. I was like, oh, okay, this made it a little bit different than the time that this happened. You know, there was a lot of that happening throughout all the instruments, but I thought the drums like really did a cool thing, creating like a different sound to this record than the other ones. You know, it wasn't
for
just
sure.
kind of keeping time and like keeping the energy up. It was like lots of like ebbing and flowing.
Lots of dynamics. So there's lots of different stuff going on. So that's what made these songs a lot more interesting because there's a lot. It's not just basic. It's like so much stuff is going on in this song, which is great, which I think makes the song even better and it brings it out even more. Because if we didn't do that or, you know, that didn't happen, then it would probably not be so good or interesting, in my opinion. But dynamics are sure there.
Wow. Even the guitar work is completely different and more dynamic.
A lot of stuff's different. A lot of stuff's different.
Everything's different. Like the changes are different. So if it's one way in the chorus, in the first verse, in the second verse, it's not the same way again. Right. I mean, like nothing got stale in the song.
Yeah. There was before one thing I was like, no, that happens on some of our earlier recordings is like, I don't know what the correct term for me for what this is, but like I consider it like a copy paste. This is not to like talk shit on anything that we've done before. We've always been really proud of what we've done. And really, I think for me, surprised at what we've been able to do because none of us, I think, well, I never was like, of course I'm in this band and we are going to take this much time. And of course we, you know, it's all been very surprising and everything that we've done has pushed us farther than I thought we were at the time before. But there was no like copy and paste, like even a chorus is not the same ever and the backing vocals are like, they change every time, which like, I just really love it. Even if nobody
gets it.
Knows it. It's like you can feel that it's been like a little bit more complicated than what you know we were used to doing and what people are often used to hearing. So I love that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it sounds more mature and grown up. Like you could say, like we've gone down this musical path where it's like, okay, we've done this, done that, and now we're here. And I think what we've done shows how much maturity and growth there is on this album, in my opinion. So yeah.
We're adults now.
Grown up.
We grew up.
That's awesome. Also, if you see me like doing one of these, my cat is playing fetch with me with her mouse toy. So that's what's happening.
Oh, okay.
The plan.
Go away.
Like looking down at her, so I do apologize if I keep doing this because my cat.
I just, from my screen, it looks like you're looking at Jenny. So it's like, hi. If this is like, I was going to start the interview and be like, so I know this is something like I just feel like I need to ask you guys, and you probably don't get it a lot, but I just have to ask you, what's it like being a girl in a band? And I opted not to.
Gillian, have you ever done an interview where they didn't ask that?
You know, it's been a while since I've been
about it. It's very that happens.
Yeah, I also
think about it.
I think being in journalism, for many years, or for a number of years, it was like I was primed to just know that was a thing that was going to happen. I don't know. I just thought it would be a funny way to pretend to start things. Yeah, I mean, that's
like being a girl, period. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like anytime that was asked of me, I just used it as an opportunity to like illustrate why, it's important to also not just ask that question.
Yeah.
No, but what I was gonna say, if you guys feel comfortable maybe picking one song that like you didn't write, so Jenny, if you sing it, don't pick your own kind of situation, if that works, that you particularly are proud of, or like maybe I have, at least on my records, like favorite moments on an album where it's like the backing vocals are like just perfect, or like this guitar part makes me scream and like throw my hands in the air kind of thing. So if each of you would go through and maybe like if you have something like that, or even lyrically.
I don't know if I can choose one song though.
Yeah.
I gotta
you don't
be
have
honest.
to go through one, yeah, but if there's like a couple of things like that you want to like quickly go through and
Yeah. I would say I'm going to give you two. So Certain Kind of Monster is like not only amazing, but like we're getting to like play it together, and like that feels so good. It feels so good to play and sing that together. Like it's obviously like the track is super powerful, but like it's like just the nature of the way that we recorded, a lot of times things, not everyone was just sitting in the room like watching someone track something, like
right.
So it was like sometimes it was a surprise, and like so definitely playing it all together has been a surprise, and that was like so fun and like felt so powerful. And there's stuff that Myra is doing.
Yeah, every
time Myra does something
rolls
where it's like everyone stops singing and like looks back like, dude.
Yeah, I'll lose my face in that song because I'll be like,
I know, and I'm all over here thinking, did I do something wrong? Like, why are you all
keep going.
like weird? I'm all,
you're doing just fine.
okay.
You're just killing it. Yeah. and then I also am gonna I think Simple Girl is so I just think it's a perfect song, and Stacy's so tricky. Like it's so, there's all these little tricks in it, and I think that's like a perfect irony in a song about being complicated. That's titled Simple Girl, and like it's like when did you ever get really into like jump roping on the playground, and like people get into wild shit and you're like, I don't even know how I'm doing this, but I'm doing it right now. Like that's kind of what that song feels like to play, where you're like, I don't know what beat I'm on, but like, I know I do this here, and like there's a skip here, and like it's just it's so fun. I'm having so much fun. So
Great.
I'll go. I love Certain Kind of Monsters and Pursuit a lot. They're both super fun to play. I get to play some noodly stuff, which I usually don't do, so that's a lot of fun. But I also really love Take My Call. I love Jenny's voice on it. I think it's just cuts through like a motherfucker, and it's so strong and just so catchy as well. So yeah, right now those are the ones that I'm having a lot of fun playing. Lynn's songs are always challenging because they have so many parts in them. You know,
more so ever now.
More so ever. But even before, like when you look at Support and things like that from our first record, it's like she had, you know, breakdowns and different tempos and things that were just fun to fucking play live when you're playing these songs for years. You want something a little challenging, you know? And her songs have always kind of delivered that. And hearing Lynn sing is also, she's stronger than ever. And these songs are the strongest songs that she's ever written. And I'm just really proud of both of them, you know, because Jenny and Lynn both came with really, really great stuff this time. And Sing With Me is another song that when I first heard it, I was like, oh my God, this makes me want to cry, because it's so honest and so true. And it's like, it just calls to the spirit of everybody to rise up and be, you know, speak your truth and live it and sing it with your whole heart. Like, and I have goosebumps talking about it now, because that's like, there's not a greater message in the world.
Yeah. Lynn, how about you? I will agree. I think your voice as like a songwriter and just like vocally sounds like so strong.
Oh, what? Thank you. I mean, well, this is like also the first time I've written about topics that were actually like I can personally relate to. I don't really write songs that come from that necessarily. I'll write how I feel, sure. Mm-hmm. But when I talk like something especially like talking about my family, that's difficult to do, because I don't, you know, I didn't experience it, but because of their experience, it is, you know, helped me become the person that I am.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as, and thank you for the compliment, I really appreciate it. But I think if you were to ask me my songs to choose from, I have to agree with Simple Girl being like, that's a fucking anthem. That song is a goddamn anthem. And it's like, I mean, there's just like little parts, and it is a beautiful irony behind it, because it's like you're singing about being a complicated person, and this song has its complications, you know? But God damn it, it's so fun. It's so fun. I'm sorry, am I allowed to swear on this?
No. Yes. Only like, yes. Medium.
And like perpetual motion machine, or as my friend Leslie likes to call it, virtual washing machine. But
yeah. Leslie!
Amazing.
I know. You're not going to unhear it. No, I'm kidding. That song is, I love the meaning behind that song too. Of course, like the way that song was written, it was just like, you don't have to rely on other people's love. If you can learn to like believe in love in yourself, that's all you really need. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's always, you know, that's a huge, another message of self-love that's, you know, a super important thing to talk about. And it's fun as hell to play.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like, it's like, so, I don't know. It almost, it kind of reminds me of like the bass part kind of reminds me if I was playing a slower tempoed Motorhead.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's driving.
Yeah. But
even art and like getting to do the I mean, that song is so different. We've never done a song where the guitars do completely different things, which was really exciting to do in Perpetual. You know, like the both guitars are doing something different the whole song, which is rad. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That song in particular, because you guys played the record for me when I was in California with the Vagabondies earlier this year. That was the last tour that I got to do. You know, what a lovely thing. But I remember listening to that song and thinking like, Jenny wrote a Queen song.
Yeah.
Like, how did Jenny write a Queen song? Like, it was really cool. It was so different, like not at all what I was expecting, but made sense, you know? It's very like, yeah, just like theatrical and like crazy and neat. Yeah. But Myra, how about you?
Yeah.
Wow. I think they're all great. I'm really, Certain Kind of Monster is something I really dig. It's like, it's such a driving song and force. It's like the guitars, the drums, everything on that, the vocals, the harmonies on that are sick. It's like, wow, that is a very, very very, very great, strong song. I also dig playing Perpetual a lot. It's just that
It's the
rock
rock out.
driving sound on that song.
Myra and I like,
Yeah, it's just a banging song. It's a great song to rock out to, and it's different. It's something we've never really done, so it's completely different. And the fact that we were able to just do that, it's just going like, whoa, what the fuck? What is this? You know? And of course, Simple Girl, I'm digging, and there's a lot going on there. And I'm also looking forward to playing like Chisme. Like I think the drums on that, the driving force on that song is pretty awesome how it goes. So can't wait to play that one soon. So yeah, that one's pretty cool as far as the drums go. But yeah, this album has been very challenging. One thing is to record it, but another thing is to learn it and play it live. It's like, oh shit. We got lots of work and homework to do, you know, because they're different. Everything's different. There's a lot of dynamics going on. So,
I like that the songs everyone picked are the ones that we've been playing. So that just means like if we, you know what I mean? Like if we start playing everything else, we're going to be like, oh shit, this one.
Well, we haven't played Chisme yet, but that's soon.
I was going to, yeah, I'm glad you brought that one up because that is like one of the standout songs on the record for me. It's like, and the three of you all sing on it, which is, I didn't realize hadn't happened actually, but I was like, oh my God, yes. I
just love it. Like every single one of them just owned it on their parts.
It's like everybody, yes, it's so good. It's like, so good. Like, honestly, like when I listen to that song full blast in the car, and probably because I do know you guys, I was like, I'll like sing like Jenny and then like do my like I'll like embody the Jenny part, and then like Lynn comes in a little bit meaner sounding, and then Stacy's all it's like I have this like entire experience with that song where I'm like yes you know?
I want to see this. If it's okay. Like
I'll FaceTime you next.
We need you to tape yourself doing that. That'd be awesome.
That's probably by Gillian. Yeah.
Interpretation.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I do want to talk about other non-music stuff because it has been like the wildest 4 months on planet Earth in a while. You guys were in Europe on your European tour when the pandemic hit, and I'm sure you guys have had to go over that, but you made it back safely. It was a chaotic 48-hour plus period. So I guess, you know, and like the idea of touring or playing shows, like the way that we live this life that we've kind of set ourselves up to live is shifting and not available in the ways that we're used to, among like literally every other thing that's normal for us. So I guess what is like one thing or like a number of connected things that you have learned, maybe about yourself, maybe about something else, but like during this time of like stasis and reflection and, you know, literally having to turn inward?
Well, I learned that I could paint. I didn't know I was a painter. I started painting. Also, I learned that we needed some time off. We had worked very, very hard the last couple of years, where we didn't really, I mean, everything was just, you know, the middle, being home was just kind of like floated you in between the times that you had to leave. So being home for a while is kind of, I feel like I'm healthier and even happier than I've ever been. With some downtime. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't want to play, and thank God that we're rehearsing and we're at least, you know, playing with each other. It sucks that, you know, we can't play live, but, you know, hopefully that will work itself out. You know, it was so weird. Like when we were leaving to go to Europe, it was like, oh, this thing is in Italy. Fuck, we might not be able to go to Italy, you know, and then we get there and it's like, yeah, Italy's out if you want to go to Switzerland. And then it was like, Switzerland's also out, but you know, they'll put a show together for you at the last minute if you want. And we're like, yeah, we have to. So it just, you know, it was it was such an experience, that tour. Though they were the best shows we had, you know, cultivated as a band. You know, we had the biggest turnouts that we ever have had. So, you know, to get to see that. And now, you know, we're the last band a lot of those European countries saw, you know, in our genre of music. People are always like writing me and going, you know, the last thing I saw was Bad Cop. It's like, well, hopefully it'll be the first thing you see too when we come back.
That's good.
Yeah.
None of us had any idea what the world or what life would be like when this happened. So we were all going, you know, at our pace that we're going. For me, it helped me slow down a lot, and then it helped me also take care and tackle things at home and in my life that I wasn't able to, because we're always gone and we're always busy. So it's nice to have this
perpetual motion machine.
Exactly.
But a really unhealthy one.
Yeah, definitely. Been much healthier and better. I mean, it's just, it's weird, but it feels good. I'm not going to lie. It feels good to actually be home and be here. I mean, what the hell are we going to do anyways? It's not like we can go anywhere. So, yeah. And so since we are here, it's a good time to like catch up with things and work on yourself and do things that you haven't done in your life, whether it is cook more or clean more or get organized or, you know, get some stuff done, do some stuff around your house or something, you know?
So funny. I asked at the beginning of the year, I wrote on my whiteboard, you're working on your patience this year. And God, did the universe serve that up to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's definitely
really
I worked on that. Yeah.
Hey,
Patience is one of them for sure. That's something definitely that I'm getting better at.
You have to. At the first couple of weeks of COVID, I was like, oh, I hate this. I just hate this. And then I just succumbed to it. I had to just be like, okay, whatever. Whatever we have to do to get through this, you know? And then I thought that it was going to be, I honestly thought by July, it'll be over. You know, in my head.
Which was funny. Yeah. Like, no, dude, I don't know. Well, we're still in it, and we're trying. Everyone's doing their best. You know what I mean? So, also what we talked about as a band, like especially now that we have this time, we've been able to get together and learn our songs and play them and practice them more than we ever have, because we never were able to do that on any of our albums. We always were playing and going along, you know what I mean? So, we're going to try to play this one tonight. Okay. Here, you know, and I guess,
sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Perfecting it as we went along and played and toured, because we just didn't have the time to do that ever, you know?
Right.
And now, we do. So next year,
we're going to be playing this record better than ever.
Yeah.
All of our songs better.
Yeah. We're going to have the whole record down, hopefully. Right. You know? So that's good.
Well, I am really grateful for the chance to have everything slow down, because it did just feel like, this is so crazy. I feel sick all the time. I'm like late and letting 100 people down on any given fucking second. You know what I mean? Like every text message is like, hey, I need this right now. And it's like, I'm not sure everything needs to be delivered absolutely fucking immediately and is an emergency. Like, you know what I mean? Just having people treat everything like an emergency was so exhausting and so unnecessary.
All
and like
of the time, yeah.
The yeah, the expectations of like instant everything being ratcheted up and like slingshot forward by like same day delivery. You know what I mean? Like I was making cookies for people at the time, and like people would be like, "Can I get this in an hour?" And it was like, "No, it didn't come from a factory. It doesn't already exist." Like, you know what I mean? And then they would yell at me and tell me it's like an unacceptable thing. And it was like, "I'm sorry, but your cookies are not an emergency. Like, what's wrong with you?" You know, like there's never been a cookie emergency. Like, and it's just like, but that's how everyone treated everything, and like just like demanding so much of other people. I feel like it was like everybody had so much demanded of them, and it was just like shit rolls downhill, and everybody's sick and tired and overworked and like behind on 900 things. And I'm really just so glad to like have a chance to be home and like, see my dog and actually exercise like as much as you're supposed to, and like follow through on things that it was like, well, I know whenever I have time to actually think about this, I need to do this, 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 and this, and this. And it's like, well, now's your time. So
Right.
I'm really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My dog is healthier than ever.
I think all our dogs are. I think all our pets are healthier and happier than ever because we are home. So they're like, what the fuck? Like, what are you guys doing here so much, you know? So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lynn.
Let go.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just been real, like, it's a crazy fucking time to be in right now. Like, I can't even believe that we're all witnessing this.
Yeah.
And I've kind of always believed this whole thing of sometimes it has to take a pretty traumatic, dramatic, crazy experience for something revolutionary to come out of it.
For sure.
And I feel like right now, like with the pandemic, I mean, it's a real test to see who is really fucking compassionate. It really is.
I feel like, sorry.
What?
Well, I think I don't know if you were going there, but it's like, I feel like with protesting and trying to dismantle systemic racism, like that couldn't have happened if people didn't have.
If they didn't have, if baseball wasn't happening, you know what I mean? Like if we had all of the huge distractions,
right,
keep our lives comfortable,
I also think about like the people that are like protesting for the right to have their hair cut or not wearing a mask or something like that. Like, it is like this whole thing. And I feel like it's, the universe telling because it before all this, it was fucking chaos. It was everything needed to be immediate and blah, 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 blah. And everybody's overworked, etc. This is the universe saying like, yo, you guys need to slow.
And nobody needs to live like that. Nobody needs to live like that.
I feel very sad for the lives that have been lost because of the pandemic, because those were a lot of those people, it just happened, but I feel like just watching everything happening, like it's really opened my eyes as to like how to respond to things that are happening. Like instead of being just like, I don't know. It's just like
I don't have time to care. Yeah.
Like a lot more time to really think and set, because like before it was like, oh, I'm just going to share this automatically without taking the time to do the research. You have the time to do the research. You now have the time to be able to absorb all these resources to be able to help you understand events that are happening. Right. So, I appreciate that. And, and being able to have that, being able to continue working. I'm a lucky bitch because not a lot of people are able to work. But this is also the first time people that are self-employed are now able to collect unemployment. Like now people are making changes to be able to start. We still got a long road ahead of us to be able to really help everybody. But it's taking something to move us towards that step, right? So that's just something that I've been observing, but I feel grateful that I'm able to witness it and try and do what I can to help.
Yeah.
I feel like what we were living, everyone was living in this, like the world has changed within all of our lifespans so much. And there was this, like, it's almost like you have like a plate and you have on your plate like every item from a meal that has been the same for 60 or more years. And that's like the way things are. And like home ownership is something that everybody should try to do. And having one career is something that everyone should do. And being married is something that everyone should do. And it's like, those things don't make sense now, but people were still keeping them on their plate and then also putting on top all this new shit where like there's the internet and there's like social media, which like as silly as it is, it's all we have, you know what I mean? And it is another dimension and it is something to reckon with, and it did spoil the election, you know what I mean? Like it's real. Mm-hmm. And like then there's also like a global economy and like, you know, that's cool in some ways, but it's also creepy and bad in other ways. And it's like, I just feel like this massive shift that has affected everybody is like the lights are on and everybody's able to be like, okay, we could change some things that have been in place for so long that we just didn't question, we just added on to, and therefore everyone's totally exhausted all the time because you're living life the way that people had been, plus the way that everybody is now, you know what I mean? And it's like, this was enough to stop and think about constant shopping, for example, constant dining out, not considering where your goods are coming from or who you're paying for things, and then commuting. Like, why was anyone commuting? You know, the percentage of jobs that actually require people to commute is like minuscule compared to what people were doing all over the world. You know what I mean? So that kind of like, oh wait, opened up like a tear in this fabric of imagined reality through which then we can also see like systemic racism. Holy shit! There's tons of stuff under here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I feel that there is a shift everywhere, and it that's exciting, but also scary, but also necessary, but also fucking wild, you know? Just heavy, you know? Like, I'm sleeping a lot, and it's like, why am I so tired? I didn't really do anything today except for read a lot, you know? It's like, well, I thought about shit I've never thought about before all day.
Yeah, I'll be doing yoga, and I'll be yawning like crazy, like, oh, why? And it's emotional stuff, you know what I mean? It's emotional stuff that needs to come out because of it. It's a heavy time. So funny.
Yeah, I feel like for me, you know, I never, ever would have taken a break from work for myself in my life. Like, I've been working since I was 15. I've worked in service. I've worked, you know, a career job and radio that I left because I was unhappy. Like, and even, you know, trying to like set my life up so that like 2020 was supposed to be the year that I like launched my new band and like toured. Yeah. And I had it all planned out.
We had so many plans. Yeah.
So many plans.
I know, right?
Everybody had plans for this year, and it just shit.
But I mean, you know, I have been able to connect back to a lot of things that are really important to like the fabric of who I am. Like just even going on my nature walks regularly or like driving to the lakefront. I haven't been to the lakefront this much ever in my entire life. Like every summer.
Looks like you're there every day.
I'm there a lot, you know, but it's like, I used to go, even if, you know, it's a 30-minute drive, I would go maybe 6 times a summer, and that was a lot, you know, and now it's like, why not? Like, and I just started therapy. Like I'm doing all of these things. I'm eating better. I'm noticing like how my body is reacting to certain things. I'm noticing like just having the opportunity to stop the rat race and focus on like what fulfills me, what like people do I actually want to spend time with, who I'm not just going to run into at a show and do 2 shots with, and then we forget our conversation tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like really cultivating relationships with people, whether it's like a phone call or whatever, like, or going out and going on a walk, like all of these really intentional. It's like, oh, do I feel better as a human being outside and connecting with other humans? Like, yeah, that's how we were like designed and built over like hundreds of thousands of years to exist. I keep getting told, oh my God, you look so healthy because I've been
You do.
right. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm not like stuck inside all the time. I'm like actually going outside and like benefiting from that. And so, I feel like for me, I'm obviously like, it's a tragedy and a trauma that is happening, but it's also, I've been able to, once that kind of initial wave passed and I settled in, I've been able to like have a lot of like growth, and I hope that for everybody. And if you're not there, that's okay. But like, this is like the perfect time to really take a good hard look at what's going on with you, and even, going back to like what's happening in the world beyond like Black Lives Matter movements, because I'm not working, I've been able to volunteer regularly with a wonderful organization in Chicago called Chicago Birthworks. And they are like a mother-daughter doula like team who like train other women how to be doulas and like create this beautiful network for Black mamas and stuff. So, like
Awesome.
that's, so just being able to like sort clothes and their donations, like, being not spending an hour arguing with someone online, but actually like interacting with people who maybe I wouldn't in a different part of the city that I don't go to very often, and like creating dialogue with them and learning. And that's important. That's where the change happens. That's where you get to, I feel like grow and make those meaningful connections. And even if we don't agree on every single thing, like it's important to like open yourself up to that. And I think, that creates a kind of more empathetic world
that we all want to live in.
We want to live in, and bring it back around that your new record really kind of takes a dive into, right?
Oh,
We're taking you on a ride. I think this time everyone has reflected on this time that we've had to self-care more.
Yeah.
Everyone has more self-care about themselves, I mean, because when we tour, it's kind of like we're going at a certain pace. We don't get enough rest. We don't get enough sleep. We don't get enough probably good food in our system. We're always tired. So yeah, this is nice to take this break and kind of just rejuvenate and like take this time to like,
take a breath. Yeah.
Yeah. Catch up on your sleep, eat what you want, but like, but be, better at the choices. Like, because we drink, you smoke, that happens a lot on the road, and you're eating stuff you're not supposed to, and then you're feeling shitty every day, and then that you're probably getting sick too, and then you're not feeling good, and that doesn't help when you got to perform and you got to go out there and do this every single day or night. And so so right now we probably all feel the best we've ever felt, right?
Yeah.
So when we get back to touring, though, we're going to be like, I'm hopefully more than ready. But once we get going, depending on how long it's going to be, we're going to be like, oh, shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
And make those decisions for our health, too. Like, I've always been the most gung-ho about touring. I've always been like, go, 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 go. But this has made me be like, there's so many things that are equally as important here at home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So being well and balanced and, so you can be your best on the road is where I want to be when the time comes for us to play again.
Survive out on the road. So,
yeah.
Well, I think the new world is going to greet Bad Cop with beautiful open arms and beautiful voices. We're going to wrap up now. I just want to thank you guys so much for doing this.
Love you, Jillian.
Thank you, Gillian. We do.
Thanks for having us.
And you do look amazing. You look incredible.
Great.
Actually, everybody does.
Thank
Everybody
you.
looks really good. Yeah.
Thank you very much. My name is Gillian McGhee. Again, if you're listening, I'm guest hosting Car Con Carne. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, and we will see you soon.